Hello everyone, it is Person, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. Today in this video I have some really good update news for you guys. There's a new update for Pokemon Go that is currently rolling out. I already have it on my Android device, but for Apple iOS it is not yet released. Make sure you keep note of that because it usually takes a day or two for iOS to actually get the update. So stay put as this video goes live. You might not have the update yet, but I am here to cover what is in this latest update because there's a couple of quality of life changes which I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be benefiting greatly of. As always, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel for the latest of Pokemon Go, update news, event sources or whatnot, or just gameplay. As a matter of fact, in a couple of hours of this video going live, I will actually go outside and do a little shiny Machop and Mankey grinding sesh to hopefully get myself one of these shinies. But first things first, let's talk about what is in this Pokemon Go update version 0.137.1. So as you know, very recently Smeargle was finally released for Pokemon Go, but the weird thing with Smeargle was that it could learn a second attack for 9,999,999 candy. That has been removed. It's no longer there. Also, want to let you guys know, this was actually fixed before the update. If you go to items over here and you press on Fast TM or Charge TM, it actually prompts you with the message that it actually cannot learn any of these attacks anymore. So you had the capability of giving Smeargle kind of a weird move set if you wanted to, which is kind of funny to experiment with, but unfortunately that's no longer possible. If we make our way to the Hoenn PokéDex, there is one Pokemon in particular that I want to bring up, and that is Spinda. Take a look at that. There's going to be 12 new forms in Pokemon Go somewhere down the road. Really curious what it's going to be looking like. So we're not anywhere close with Spinda. I think every single month there's going to be a new form available. And, well, obviously the big thing would be if Spinda were ever to be a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. It's going to be pretty tough to actually, you know, get yourself shiny forms of all of them. So maybe a Spinda Community Day would be in the works in the future. I mean, how would you feel about that? Let me know in the comments down below. I think it would be interesting, kind of a silly community day, maybe for April or during April Fools. Let me know what you guys think about this one. The Pokédex entry Giratina, I don't know how you say this, now shows form altered and form origin. What does that mean? Take a look at this one. Upon feeding the gym, the Stardust at the right top corner gets added on top of the total instead of showing 20 Stardust every single time. I think that's kind of cool. It helps keeping track with the amount of Pokemon you fed a berry to at the end of the day. Actually really adds up quite a lot. So it's not that I'm getting 200 Stardust every single time. That is just the grand total of Stardust that you have. It actually kind of helps with keeping track of the amount of berries that you fed as well. I think it's a nice little touch up. And actually kind of shows how crazy the amount of Stardust can get after a while. Definitely feature berries to Pokemon in gyms. It's a great way to get Stardust. Pokédex entry Deoxys now showcases all of the forms in Pokemon Go. You got defense mode, which looks really quite bulky, along with the animation. Obviously normal attack, but then also speed, like this one. So yeah, the sprites are in the game. That means that these forms of Deoxys will probably come to Pokemon Go very soon. And then last but definitely not least, there is new search terms for Pokemon Go that you can use in the game. Obviously, if you want to do a massive evolution spree, you type in the word evolve and all the Pokemon you got enough candy for will show up alongside with like legendary for all the legendary Pokemon you have. So new search term, the first one is hatched. You can see all the Pokemon that you have hatched in Pokemon Go. Really helpful, especially if you have any 7-kilometer eggs that you hatched for distance. That way you can find them really quickly, can trade them away for distance for your pilot badge, which is amazing. And then the second one is baby. All the baby Pokemon will now show up but for whatever reason doesn't show up the 3rd generation and the 4th generation. These are the changes being made to Pokemon Go. Tell me in the comment section down below, which one is your favorite of this update? To me, definitely the ability to search for certain words is always a great little update to the game. So with that in mind, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. Real quickly before we leave on, as always, obviously subscribe to the channel, stay updated with the latest of Pokemon Go update news. I'm working on merch. T-shirts, snapbacks, and potentially maybe some pins will be coming to you guys very soon. Really excited for this one, so it is finally coming. Definitely tune in the stream that is happening this afternoon, doing some shiny hunting, and yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me. This has been Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.